Hi everyone.
Hey,
Hey ladies, how are you guys feeling today?
good.
How are your weeks?
It was a cool week. What about y'all?
Yeah, I ain't got no complaints for real.
I feel the same way. My week was pretty cool. I feel relaxed and rejuvenated. Also, this is so cheesy. I don't have a Twitch, but you know that like whatever that little TikTok dance is. TikTok. I've been doing that all week for some reason. And I don't know why. That's just that's how you know if I'm randomly dancing, I'm happy. So I don't know. Nothing exciting. Let's see.
Um, well, I closed my physical space for good this week, so I'm like excited but also nervous about that.
You've been like having a lot of ending
Life
moments, you know
is
what I
going
mean, for new
on.
beginnings.
Yeah, she has.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm echoing. I don't know why though. Let me see something. Well, I know that's always kind of like, it could be scary, but I don't know. I just really feel like you're like embarking on a completely new journey in life, which is,
Yeah.
I don't know, new opportunities coming your way. So I think it's going to be
Definitely.
great.
Yeah, it's a weird space, but it's nice too. New energy feels good, even though it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that you're saying that you say before? I always forget it. Like,
Be scared and do it anyways.
I was actually just reflecting on that in my personal life because I'm an overthinker by nature. But a lot of times I feel like I think myself out of making changes or out of taking risks. But when I sit back and reflect on like some of the best things that have happened in my life, they were all things that were like the result of me taking a risk. And it was just
Yeah.
weird. Yes, live your dreams. Shay said, live your dreams. Have you ever felt like you like took a risk, Bianca, and it like, you know, it worked out?
Yeah, my whole life been a risk. I was
Not,
born risk.
oh Lord, not my whole life been a risk.
Even my pregnancy was at risk.
Right. All my life I had to fight.
Well, what they say, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. I
That's
Yeah, but I've
suspect
been
like it
worried
is
that
too.
far, so I mean, hey.
But that's what they say. The biggest blessings come out of the hardest or toughest situations. So that just means you ain't got your biggest blessing yet, and that's motivating in itself.
Agreed. Agreed.
well. I guess are you ladies ready to get the show started?
Yeah, I can see that.
Sure.
Okay, well, we are going to get started. And first up on the pop culture spectrum today, ooh, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry, y'all. Is Netflix tapping into gaming, or their version of gaming, I should say.
Well, Netflix already has a few shows that are interactive gaming, like they have the Minecraft game where it's like a show, but you get to pick choices. And then, of course, they had that one episode of Black Mirror.
where you could pick the
So maybe
ending.
it was like the last season or something where it was interactive. So I don't know if that's what they specifically mean that they're going to be doing more shows like that, or are they the full on have like games available?
They say they want to kind of do something. I guess Apple has like an Apple arcade type segment, and they kind of want to do something like that, as well as expand their interactive content. It's not very much clear exactly what their plans are. They just know that they're looking for uh, an executive role for video game production. So whatever they're going into, you know that they're expanding in that way. They're just not being very specific about what exactly that means for the platform.
I very much feel like it will be almost like an extension. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Stranger Things, but after that show came out, they actually had partnered with um, a like third party company to basically like make a Stranger Things game, um, where it was like it wasn't really Netflix, but it was like through the company, but Netflix was basically a silent partner or creator in it. So I'm totally thinking this is we're gonna have like a Netflix gaming app on our phones to like Bianca's point where it's gonna mirror Apple Arcade, which is literally just like they have all types of games. They have like SpongeBob games in there, just random, phone games. I don't know. I feel like it could be like that.
Well, y'all remember when Netflix first started and it was literally before they were streaming, it was solely like rental based. Like they would send you movies and games that you rented from them and then you would send them back.
Yeah,
So it could be something too where they partnering up with games and stuff. I don't know. I'm interested to see what's next.
I
me
am
too. But
too.
I know them prices better stay the same. Netflix. What kind of platform y'all adding? Now this 19.99 is already much. Keep it cute.
Yeah. I also saw something in researching this where it kind of said like streaming services are really in like a really tough competition, not only with each other, but with gaming streaming platforms like your Twitch or just gaming in general. It really seems like that market continues to grow, and a lot of streaming services like your Netflix, your Hulu, the million other ones that are coming out each day are really feeling the pressure of getting viewers on their services and committing to them. So I'm sure we will update you guys on this, or I'm sure you guys will see it. I feel like a lot of our viewers are gamers, so who knows? Maybe you'll see some Netflix games coming to a system near you soon.
Mm.
Well, next up on the
I've been able to spend so much.
I'm sorry, you guys, the video just played automatically, but if
Hey.
you are a Beehive fan or you like Solange or Kelly, then you were very ecstatic to hear Miss Tina, you know, dropping some bombs. Really quickly though, do y'all feel like Miss Tina is always like kind of spilling tea?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
definitely is.
she definitely is. I feel like she that mama who low key on so y'all know still doing X, Y, and Z. And if that means she got to drop a little T to let y'all know, she gonna let y'all know her baby is still working and putting out projects and changing the world. Okay, just like mamas be. You ain't nobody asked they mama nothing about their kid, and they be like, cause you know such and such is doing X, Y. Nobody asked you, but thank you for letting us know. Now it's different, Beyonce, and we actually hear what Beyonce. But I just feel like she's just doing the mama thing. Like that's how the mamas be.
Yeah, well, really quickly, I'll play the clip that I kind of stopped abruptly for you guys to hear exactly what she said.
I've been able to spend so much time with my grandchildren. I'm so spoiled because I see them almost every day. And that's been the great thing about this. And, you know, my daughter is busy working on something exciting, as usual. Both of my daughters, all three of my daughters are. And so it's been a good.
We can't hear you, Shani.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So if you guys couldn't hear her audio, hopefully you guys could hear me now. But if you couldn't hear her audio, she pretty much was on the red carpet at the Billboard Music Awards, and she shared that she's been able to spend a lot of time with her grandkids, and it sounds like the reason that has been so, she's probably been on grandmother duty. I know when mama's working, you know, if your mom is nearby or available, drop them off to your mama's house. And it sounds like she has been watching the kids as Beyonce, Kelly, and Solange are working on projects. It's kind of interesting though because we haven't gotten anything from Solange in a while. But Kelly recently had dropped, I don't know if it was an album or an EP, but that was only a few months
It was
ago.
an EP.
EP.
Yeah.
Solange actually just started in a collaboration, which this is like now she and brand partnership with this company, but before that she just had mentioned them. I see her mention them in a bunch of posts. And she basically is doing like creative direction and also writing for this website, which is a blog. It encompasses a I had to put it in the chat because I totally forgot what the name of it is. It's called Saint Heroin.
Hair on
That's
or
what it's.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like her production company. So she working on that. I feel like when Miss Tina teased that, it kind of made it seem like they might have been working on stuff together. But after watching that clip, I don't think that was what she meant.
I just told Shani that too before the show. I was like, I think she's like, can you get the clip? And I'm like, I feel like I misinterpreted saying the way she said it did make it seem like they to me that they would be working on something together. But I think she was just saying that Beyonce, Kelly, and someone all her who she identifies as her daughter are working on projects current.
Either that or plot twist. The Hive that was listed on the DJ Khaled album, if you guys recall, this was like maybe one or two web shows ago, is actually Beyonce, Kelly, and Solange. I'm just throwing it out there, you know. Could be 100% wrong, but you know,
I
just
don't know.
saying.
I mean, didn't Michelle just release like I want to say a book or something like that recently too? And I seen like some type of interview drop where it was like Beyonce actually interviewing Michelle about the book. Like, what is it that she hoped for people to receive from her book and all this stuff? And I was like, okay, Beyonce. So I don't know. I feel like whatever Beyonce working on is not music, honestly.
I could 100% see that, like making the transition from music industry to, like you're saying, like publications. Who even knows? Maybe she will be working with Solange on just creative projects and being behind the scenes on other people's work.
Yeah.
Mm,
I always wanted a Beyonce and Solange album though. I just know it's gonna hit.
I don't know. I still think we might get it. Maybe I still think it's gonna be all of them on one project.
Maybe we gonna get something, a song or something.
We got to get it before any of them, you know, officially retire from music, you know, from like singing or whatever. Oh.
I mean, Miss Tina did just post like last week to her Instagram, like Destiny's Child singing backup for Solange for the Proud Family. What was it like the Proud Family theme song? And she was like, "My grandbabies love watching."
And
I
she
don't know. It's right, Shani.
and she had posted something maybe like a month or two ago too. It was like a throwback of, I think specifically Beyonce, Kelly, and Solange singing at like a Thanksgiving dinner or something. It was a throwback video, but I think even that was interesting that she recently posted that throwback. I'm just saying. I honestly feel like low key, Miss Tina is like the clue dropper for, you know, the Hive and Friends. Like she just drops all of the tidbits, and you got to connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She like is like an Easter egg. If you're familiar with the gaming world, I feel like if you're looking for an Easter egg type of chase follow Miss Tina. The clues are there.
Yeah.
So, as we're talking about proud mamas, a new mom is also being called out for some of her choices. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have all the tea on this, so Shay, maybe you can loop us in. But Summer Walker recently had a baby, and it seems like she's deciding to give her child a few items that most doctors or pediatricians tell you flat out a newborn child should not have these things.
Well, before Summer Walker even had this baby, she pretty much was letting us know when this baby popped out that she was going to be giving it an organic diet. She said that she was going to be feeding her baby like regular formula. I feel like to most moms, you think, okay, she's breastfeeding. Good on her. And then I don't know when she had this baby, but recently she posted pics to her Instagram and she's like the daily routine or blah blah. And she posts pictures of what we have in this photo of what it is that she's making her baby's formula out of, which seems to be ground mushroom, um, what the
Honey,
honey, some I want to say some type
some
of
hemp
seeds,
seeds.
and of course the internet went ablaze because child, what the hell is this? And it was even worse when she posted a picture of the baby, and it was like the baby looked like underweight or that could have been premature, so we really don't know if it's like the diet or what, but pretty much everybody accusing her of just not really taking care of that baby.
They've gone so far as the fans have actually called CPS on her.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, first of all, you're
Yikes.
not supposed to feed babies honey at all because they can't ingest it. They could actually die from that. And yeah, they like it's not funny for real because like if she not really feeding her baby, like that's a problem.
That really
But
is.
how do y'all feel about this as moms? Like, you know how we can get pretty offended if somebody try and tell us how to raise our kids or what we know best for our children, even if it might be abnormal to other people. So, what y'all really?
So, what I will say is, I don't really know. Obviously, we see just the raw ingredients there, but I don't really know how they're being prepared. Like, the honey thing, you are not supposed to give your child just like honey because it's too thick for them to really swallow. But who knows? Maybe she's like warming it up in hot water or milk or something first. You know what I mean? Where it actually like dissolves. And I don't know, maybe the mushrooms is like she makes it some type of powder where it also dissolves. So I don't really know. It is different. It's different. One would hope that someone with her access would have a nutritionist, have a pediatrician, you know what I mean? And she would be using those resources before giving her child anything. And maybe that is the case. Maybe she's working with someone who's like a certified and experienced, like natural, I don't know, pediatrician or something. I don't know. And I don't, I don't know. It's tough though, because I do agree with Shay. Like, you never really want to accuse someone of neglecting or harming their child. But as new moms, I also know that sometimes you don't know, and maybe she isn't utilizing those resources, and maybe she is feeding a child something that she would normally eat and thinking it's okay and it's not. But yeah, sorry, Bianca, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say for me as a mom, I'm not. I definitely don't mom shame because I know I do a lot of things that I know I do shit that people would be like, "Mom, like that's not mom friendly." But I feel like when it comes to kids' health, though, it's a little different. Like their nutrition, it's like I'm not telling her how to feed her child because, like I said, like some they don't need me. Like Bria's best friend was like a child vegetarian. That was different to me for me to see, but I could see that she being like that she was getting the nutrition that she needed. Like had her like like she wasn't being neglected. It would be concerning for me as a mom to think that another baby in danger because the mom doesn't know or the mom is trying to make a prove a point or something. Like, what is she? Why do you feel like you want this baby to be on this organic diet? Like, are you trying to, like, what point are you trying to prove by not giving them breast milk, not, or you know what I'm saying? Like, even breast milk and formula is a choice, but we know that either if you breastfeed your baby or if you give them formula, they gonna get the nutrition to develop. I'm not shaming her as a mama. I'm just wanting her to be concerned the nutrition of her child and the growth and development than whatever the vegan, organic, journey that she feels like she's on and needs to include her newborn baby.
Yeah. Part of me feel like she might just be trolling us because she loved to just post stuff on the internet to get a reaction. Like when she post that wash that bucket or whatever, she was
And she said she don't take baths. That shit.
she said
That.
she hates it. She absolutely hates taking showers. Literally had some wet wipes, some soap, a bucket.
Oh.
So you never know. Like she could have just definitely been posting this to get some type of reaction or even to stay relevant in the media because it's like believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. You never
Yeah.
really know what's going on with her and that baby. So pray for her and that child because as a new mom, you try and figure stuff your way, and we all know from our experiences some things we do is right and better than our parents, but other things we definitely could have just took care of us.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we definitely wish her and her newborn baby the best. But speaking of babies, none other than the Ushbuck himself is expecting child number four.
I guess them usher bucks is paying off.
So at age
It's just so
42,
interesting since his most recent child was just born in September of 2020, and now he's having another one. And I think his oldest kids that he have are 13 and 12 too. So at least it's consistent with the back to backness of it all.
Yeah, so
listen,
he is engaged to the mother of his two two second children outside of his ex-wife Tamika. So I mean, it seemed like they got a nice relationship going, a family going. I hope you know they doing all right up there.
I'm gonna be honest. What like this a lot of stuff about Usher just has been so questionable for me lately. Starting from the whole Usher bug, which I believe was a PR stunt, to something that Bianca and I actually talked about on this week's Mindful BS podcast. I won't get into it here, but there's merch. I'm just gonna say that there's merch coming out now, and now a child. Now I doubt that the child is a PR stunt, obviously, but like, sir, I don't know. I guess people have children at all ages though. Do we know how old his wife is?
I don't know.
I'm gonna assume
I don't
significantly
think that
younger.
they was far in age. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I feel like if it was, the article definitely would have mentioned her age. They only said his
His age.
age. Mm.
Well, I mean, hey, they seem happy, so I wish them a healthy and happy pregnancy. But
If they like it, I love it.
I mean, when you really think about it, 42 is not that old.
I actually was just having a conversation with my friend because I was at a little get together. Her friend has four kids, and her youngest one was 8 months, she said. And she was like, she thinks she might have another one. And I was like, if that baby ain't even done drinking bottles yet and you thinking about having another one, you're definitely going to have another that first year of parenthood, you'd be like, no, 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 no. If you're already thinking, I just might have another baby, then I would. She's like, but I'm getting older, and I'm just like, I feel like that's a little bit of a fabrication what they drill to us. Like, you can't have kids as you get older. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's so much that plays a part into it, like your overall health and diet, and your menstrual cycle. Everything plays a part into you even being with you. But I think we are a way healthier generation than people used to be. We have a lot more resources. Women can definitely. children at that age and be healthy.
It ain't about if we can, it's do we want to. Me personally, I have nothing to give to these kids after I turn 50, okay? And I'm talking about like body wise. Like, I couldn't even imagine thinking about bringing another child in the world. Like, I'm 30 and I've only just come to terms that I would be okay with having another, but only within the next 5 years. Because if I turn 34, cut off. You see how that work? And that's my own personal preference. That ain't society telling me. That's just me knowing that I'm not be trying to be 60 sitting up at my daughter's high school graduation. That's just not on me. I'm trying to be on vacation. So I still think, you know, the whole kids thing, it's just a whole personal choice for real.
I mean, it's two sides to it. Like, I had my kids super young. Like, I think I got pregnant with Max when I was like 21 or 22. So, like a lot of the ages where people was living their life, having fun, probably in college and shit, I was doing mom stuff. So when I get to that age, 40, 50 years old, I'm going to be ready to be living my best life
Right.
without the addition of having to, really provide for a child, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or the time that goes into mothering and you. But then there's also like how mature we are at the older age and how much a better parent that we can be to our kids. Because me at 30, I am not the same mom that I was when I first had my kids. I definitely have better resources. I'm more knowledgeable, more experienced, and I'm a way better mom. My
Yeah.
best friend
Yeah.
just had her first kid 2 years ago, and she is such a good mom. Her daughter's so smart. She doing all kind of shit I wasn't doing when my kids was that age. Like the age definitely plays a part. I feel like, I mean, I guess how good of a mommy you could be for real.
I agree with that. Because I was going to say that too. I remember being in even high school, and some of my friends, their parents were like 60, like 65. And I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, you hear about this all the time where people are like, oh my gosh, is that your grandmother? And she's like, no, it's my mom. But I'm going to be honest, like, and I think anyone at any age can raise a well rounded child. So I'm not saying that. But to Shay's point, I definitely agree. Just your level of wisdom and experience and just sometimes even being more secure and settled in life just allows the parenting experience to look and feel completely different. And I mean that in the best of ways. So, plus they have, I'm sure they have resources where, they can still go and live their life and have fun and kick it while having little ones around. So, yeah, we wish them the best. I just know he needs to. I don't know how that residency is doing, but if it's not doing well, they might want to slow down on the kids. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Well, when it comes to people slowing down, it looks like something that a lot of people were excited about is kind of
Swizzy, we got to ask
at a halt.
as well, of course, that we
Sorry, what just happened?
Swizzy,
You
we
guys
got to
see it?
ask as well, of course, that we mentioned DMX album. We know is Friday. The Versus rematch with you and Timbo is Sunday. The one that we've been hearing about, and no one has a date, and Diva and myself were talking about this. Is this Bow Wow and Soldier Boy really happening? And if so, when?
What's up?
Is this real?
I mean, we didn't get to put our fly out, but yeah, it seems like it's real.
Seems like you use the word seems, man. Come on, is it?
Nah, it's 99% real. So it's just.
So we don't have a date yet.
Nah, we didn't get to get into the date yet. They got excited, which I'm happy. I love to see when people get excited and it's organic. Everything don't have to be formal all the time. So we're gonna roll out a whole calendar that's gonna show you the next 5+ verses.
You muted. We can't hear you.
Here we go. Um, if you couldn't hear the video that played, Swiss Beats was asked about the Bow Wow and Soldier Boy versus battle that everyone has really been hype about. And he has pretty much said that at this time, nothing has been signed yet. They don't have a specific date. And For all we know, it may not ever happen. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Well, the thing is that Soldier Boy and Bow Wow, I guess, are not really on the best of terms. Period. So there was the issue online. It was going back and forth. Like Bow Wow has been taking his time to sign the contract, so he kind of was giving an overall, like, I don't need this person's money. Like y'all need me, I don't need y'all. So basically, what Swiss was saying was they both want to do it, just the contract haven't been signed yet. And once they get the dates in line, the next five verses will also be in store. So that's interesting to think, who else do they have up their sleeve that we haven't yet been talked about publicly? Who else are these next four acts that's gonna be doing verses as well?
I just y'all know I listen to the Breakfast Club, and Swiss Beats was just on the Breakfast Club on Friday, and he said, at as of Friday, shit is cool. Like the contracts and stuff been good. But I don't know. Bow Wow didn't say that's what.
I personally feel like the hype that them performing has gotten probably has both Soldier Boy and Bow Wow, because again, say what you want about Bow Wow, but I feel like he knows how to take care of his business. And I feel like if the numbers don't look right, you know what I mean? Or if the publicity for this is so big and it's so anticipated, I could 100% see them, kind of going back and forth just a little bit on making sure that they all are compensated to what they feel like this show is going to do. And like I said, I barely watch any of the verses, but I will be tuned into that one whenever it airs with my jersey dress on and my forces. Swag surfing. Swag. Ready. So I'm just saying.
Waiting to hear his music. We are just here to test it. Like, stop getting a big head about this and go ahead and do the battle, because
You're gonna see Soulja Boy. Remember he did that Drake. He like Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow. So in other news, there has been someone that is breaking records. Check this video out.
Back in Indianapolis, ready to watch Simone Biles do something astonishing once again. And forget about her. How much have you guys thought about this the last couple of days?
I mean, since the very first moment that we actually saw this with our own eyes right in front of us, it has been absolutely unbelievable to watch every single time. Here we go. Wow.
Unbelievable.
You know, yesterday Simone told us that she likes to let her gymnastics speak for her. Well, the queen has definitely spoken.
Even her coaches were shaking.
Yeah.
yeah, you can go next slide. The Yurchenko double pipe.
Some hard shit is what I read.
Lord have mercy. So yeah, so she was the first woman to land this, which is first off amazing.
Oh, he said now he can't. Never mind. Disregard.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. It looks complicated. Whenever I look at gymnastics, I'm honestly just amazed that they're able to do those things with their bodies. And I also get a little scared because I know it's extremely dangerous. Like we've seen on rare occasions those freak accidents where people really mess themselves up. So the fact that she was able to do that and land it, it's not only the first woman, but obviously the first Black woman to land such a complicated flip move, whatever you want to call it. Like, shout out to her.
So the issue with this though is that there was a huge thing. The PWCs was out here complaining, basically saying that she needs to keep her skills limited within the competition, that she's too good compared to her peers that are also in competition with her. Like, we have to be, as Black women, step y'all game up. Period. We don't give a fuck that y'all ain't good enough as us. We don't care. And they were rating her lower than she should have been, like for something that she did, an accomplishment that nobody else in her lane can say they did. And they literally gave her low scores on purpose, saying basically, stop showing off.
Yikes.
It's really crappy that no matter what career field you're in as a Black woman, we are just held to be these impossible standards. And then when we overcome those impossible standards and literally show them, like, yeah, we are better than you, we still get criticized. They want us to be too good, but not better than them.
I didn't even know that. That sucks.
I mean, people making whole videos and everything talking about basically she shouldn't be in this competition.
But if she fits the age range or whatever it is, then like it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Like, I'm just, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm just good. I definitely feel like I watched something a while ago about competition in this new age and how kind of like back in the day they would say like there was the first place, the second place, the third place, but now everybody wants to be a winner or get some type of prize, so that, you know, I kind of get it when people are children, but I kind of feel like even in adult sports, in this case, people, they hate when they get blown out of the water and they want to complain, and it's like, but no, it's not fair. But if the shoe was on the other foot, I'm sure they would not have been making 30-minute rants or debates. Yeah. Yikes. Well, that I believe wraps up our kind of pop culture issues this week. And you guys know we love to get into the TV shows, the movies, and what's coming out. And on the subject of Black women, now this group of women, they're a lot older and a lot messier. But check out this trailer for an upcoming Real Housewives show, and we'll chat about it in a little bit. Or not? Why is it not playing? Let me see.
One thing you learn about living in Potomac, it's a town of smoke and mirrors. You never know who you can trust.
Rather your pom-pom. It's been through worse. I should be able to show my pubic hair. Right.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I gotta go.
Where is the craziest place that you have ever had sex? This is the craziest place. Waffle House bathroom. Well, I'm a damn.
Mia is a boss. She's a breath of fresh air.
I just like to have a good time no matter what we're doing.
Jiminy crickets.
I didn't grow up with all of this. I earned it.
I was in the foster care system.
So your mom gave you up.
They came and took me. What did my dad do?
It's what he didn't do.
I wanted you to come save the day.
Decisions that were made best for you.
I was just gonna look with the rest of them because it's so much smaller.
That's okay. Give it a chance to grow up. You were smaller when I married you. Who is that? Good morning, handsome. Let me see.
Let me take my phone.
Now, fine ass.
I just can't imagine having like sex.
Yeah.
It's harder than I thought.
Chris is managing me.
7, yeah, look, throw, yes.
I take care of all your shit all day long.
Shut up.
I've been like unmotivated lately.
Robin, you gotta get out the bed. Go
All right.
do something.
All right.
You cannot have your fine husband telling you unattractive.
Jamona having a pandemic long-distance relationship is not working. Honey, you got dragged. Then you let him back in, and he dragged you again.
You are tired. You can't give me 100%.
Are you happy? Are you fulfilled?
No.
So when are we going to talk about the Eddie rumors?
What Eddie rumors?
What you're not going to do is you're not going to play with my husband's name.
Everyone knows. That's why we went to Sing Sing.
Sing Sing.
I don't need no f***ing moment. Shut the f*** up. I want Ray to pay his bills.
Are you talking to me?
I see you for everything everybody ever said that you were.
I don't give a sh**.
These mother cameras. I will light your ass up.
It's enough drama.
Well, good and juicy. So what are you guys thinking? Real Housewives of Potomac.
I feel like the Real Housewives of Potomac have to bring it because ATL, Real Housewives of Atlanta, was so disappointing this season that it's on them. Like, what y'all about to do? But anyway, it already looks like they're gonna bring the drama for sure. And I'm also curious to see the new housewife. There's a new lady, and she looked like she's gonna be interesting to watch. So I'm gonna be tuned in. So I'll be able to follow you guys later. But I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's good to me too. I feel like it's definitely given the interest or whatever. You want to see what's going on. It don't look like all of the juicy stuff gonna be in the first 2 episodes, and then the rest of the season gonna be dry. And I agree with you, B. I really want to see what's up with this new housewife. She looks super fun, energetic, and I love Karen Kruger, so I can't wait to see like what else that she be doing and talking about this season, like what is going on.
I'm a huge fan of The Real Housewives of Potomac, so I will 100% be watching this. They're actually my favorite franchise of the show. I feel like I get just enough messiness, but I do feel like they still give me, I don't know, actually they used to give me sisterhood vibes. Now it's just plain messy, but it's like a classy, it's like a classy ratchet, Sometimes I feel like Housewives of Atlanta gets just a little bit too catty and high schoolish. But for the most part, I feel like, to Shay's point, I love Karen too. I feel like her clapbacks are always witty, just the right amount of shade. I was excited to see, was that Wendy that was back as well? So
when the Real Housewife that came back from the first season, the money better because they wigs be better in the confessional giving. I see you, Wendy. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I honestly didn't think she was going to come back. I know she was getting mixed reviews last year, and a lot of people, I don't know. I'm glad she's actually back, though. Even I hate to see that. It might be some drama with, Eddie.
With her husband.
But we'll definitely be tuned into that, so we'll update you as that goes. Now, the next trailer is from a show called You, Me, and My Ex. Oh, I don't know what this is about. We'll play the trailer and we'll talk about it in a second.
She's got something on her.
Get it off. I will always be Jimmy's first love. And Wendy will always be his second wife.
If he puts his hands on his ex-wife one more time, there's gonna definitely be a problem.
I'm John.
And I'm April.
I'm Roy, April's ex-husband.
I'm Jerry. This is my ex-wife, Jessica.
And I'm Kayla Bay, Jerry's new girlfriend.
And we all live as one big happy family.
My boyfriend, Alex, is so sweet. And
You wanna say hi to Steve? This is Steve, my ex-boyfriend.
Steve calls more often than when they were dating.
This is my first baby mama, this is my second baby mama, and that's hopefully my third baby mama.
We are definitely not sister wives, but my ex-husband's sperm is in my wife.
Sometimes I get jealous of Roy and April. It's a weird dynamic.
You went and got a matching tattoo with your ex-husband?
My second husband.
I think April's secretly still in love with her ex-husband.
I feel like you're being very passive-aggressive. That bitch was so disrespectful with her looks. It made me feel like, bitch, I can't even be nice to you, like fake nice to you, even.
When they're together, it's very unnormal.
I think Caroline's gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Did you used to work with him?
Yes.
So that's how you met?
Yep.
I thought he was gay.
I carry a lot of guilt because of the that you've done and the decisions that I made.
I forgive you.
You forgive me? You, Jimmy. You.
You're saying you moved on. I have. If you moving on, something's got to stop.
Why would I come to your wedding? You left me to get married for him.
When you're my ex-wife, you fall in love with the neighbor that's right beside you, and then you marry him.
I never thought that happiness
With my ex-husband.
would come to an end.
What happened?
I'm the reason why we're not together anymore.
Try really hard to make everybody always feel good. I don't want to talk about this. I'm upset because you won't listen.
She don't understand.
I am, but y'all won't listen.
Ooh, my goodness. First off, this show looks crazy. Do either of you plan on watching this?
Listen, I don't plan on watching it. I just brought it to attention because I don't know what it is about TLC. I think their new genre is just like shock value, because before this show came out, there's this show called Extreme Sisters, and it's this show about these sisters who are like sharing a boyfriend. Right. And I feel like, and they have Seeking Sister Wives, which is also it's just like all this stuff all these non-traditional situations. Maybe because TLC was the family channel, they're trying to show you all the different ways of life that people live. Which is interesting because obviously, I know I just showed y'all the trailer, but when I seen this, I actually had to go do some research on these families. So I just want to give y'all a little background on some of these actual families. So one of the families that are living together is Josh, Danielle, Josh's ex-wife, Jennifer, and Jennifer's current wife, Chantel. So after 5 years of marriage and a son, Jennifer divorced Josh, and then she realized she was attracted to women. So enter her coworker, Chantel. So now Jennifer and Chantel are married. Josh also got remarried. Him and his new wife about to have a baby. And then Chantel, Jennifer, his ex-wife, and her new wife are using her ex-husband's sperm to be the donor for their baby together. And they all live together.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, this don't sound half bad to me.
This next one is John and Lauren were neighbors to April and Roy, but then John and April took being neighbors heights when they fell in love amid their failing marriages. So they were next door neighbors, and then they ended up dating. Both of their marriages were failing, so they ended up getting divorced from their partner. They ended up, but one of the couples is still friends. One of the ex-husbands, and they're really good friends. And they too live together, all three of them. And then one more, because this one is Jim, Wendy, Jimmy's ex-wife, Lisa, and Lisa's fiance, Jack. But I feel like Lisa and Jim, they're the first original married people they still have some kind of feelings or something going on, and that's what's going to be exposed through all four of them living together. It says Jimmy and Lisa's marriage ended in divorce, but they since became best friends and business partners. Wendy feels Lisa is jealous of her marriage with Lisa, won't let her forget that she was Jimmy's first love. And poor Jack, he's just left trying to keep Lisa's attention. It's clear that Jimmy and Lisa have some unresolved issues from their marriage, and those will start to surface. So, like, it's all kind of different situations going on up in this thing.
Ooh, I don't know. I will say it looks wild. It just looks very, very wild. And it's interesting because I agree. It does seem like TLC has like this. This is kind of becoming their thing, like these non-traditional relationships. Whether it's because TLC has Married at First Sight too, right? Or who? What do they have? 90 Day Fiancé?
90 Day Fiancé, Sister Wives,
yeah,
all the families who got hella kids.
So I feel like that's their thing, and to an extent, I kind of get it. Maybe it is for shock value, but the crazy thing is that somewhere out in the world, there are people who genuinely live like these non-traditional relationships, whether it's polygamy or arranged marriages or the 90 Day Fiancé thing. Like it happens. So I probably actually will watch this. This gives me one of those TV shows where I don't have to think and I can just kick my feet up and just enjoy someone else's, life and mess. So I will 100% be tuning into this. But I think sometimes I will say this really quickly since we're talking about non-traditional relationships. For some reason, I feel like people just assume they get to like have their cake and eat it too in these relationships. But it takes such a high level of like emotional intelligence and like being able to like really communicate. It's like not easier than like a monogamous relationship, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I'm actually here for them having these families that are non-traditional. I just wish that they would book some people on this show that actually have like healthy relationships.
I agree.
Because then it shows to people that this is not traditional, but it doesn't have to be messy. It doesn't have to be, one-sided relationships. There's people that have totally polyamorous relationships, families, and they're thriving and doing good and coexisting among the three people. But it's just very weird to me that they always show the families that like got hella drama going on, unresolved issues. Like that's what I don't get and understand. Like I know that's more, I guess, interesting because there's like drama, but I don't know. I gotta say though, I would not be mad. Maybe it's me because like obviously I'm not gonna get pregnant by a man anytime soon. But if I did want to have children, I would have to be professionally inseminated. I would have to be. And you know what? I always wanted to have the same baby daddy as like all my kids would look alike. You know what I mean?
So you would get artificially inseminated by your ex-husband?
Hell yeah. He already my kid's daddy.
I've actually thought about that. I think I would too.
Like less confusion to my family. Actually, we already a family. Whether we together or not, we still have to be a family. We still gotta raise our kids together. Like this is high key me telling my business right now. But like my ex-husband is in town and he brought his brother. So like yesterday they all was here just in my living room, just everybody. It was just like in my mind, I could see a blended family. Like I'm totally happy for him that he can find somebody that he's truly happy with, and that my kids get to see us in separate relationships and healthy and happy relationships. So I'm not too mad at that. Like us living together, that's taking it way too fucking far. Like we don't need to together and shit. That's weird. But I'm not mad at him artificially inseminating. I feel like that's what somebody that really love you and care about you, rather it's not in a romantic way no more, would do that.
I think I would do it. I love how Bianca's face is like, you got me messed up.
No, I'm not saying that for y'all situation. I just know me personally, I would never want no baby But our relationships are different, so that would never have crossed my mind to even consider that. So yeah.
Well, the next show that we have here is a completely different style, and it's a different network as well. A new show, well, new season, I should say, on Showtime. So check out this trailer.
Morning, Jimmy.
What's up, Jimbo?
Hey, Mr. Lindsay. Morning, Zach. Becca. Scott. Lindsay.
It's not mine.
Can you hear Shani?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I think Shay, you're frozen.
Oh, damn, why?
Hold on, let me see.
She don't look
You're not
frozen.
frozen on us. It's just on Streamlabs. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn our videos off and cut them back on really quickly. All right, there we go. For whatever reason, sometimes Streamlabs just acts up a little bit, but we're all good. So have either of you ever watched Dexter before?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I used to watch Dexter all the time. It's high key crazy. Like Dexter is who Batman and Superman wish they would. Like, he's taking out like real bad guys, one serial killer at a time, by also being a serial killer. It's crazy. But like, you would hear me out though. If people who was literally so crazy that they had to kill people only kill people who was really bad and messed up, and not to say that we should take it into our own hands. Like, I don't want to go that far, but like, if there was serial killers, there had to be. Would it be so bad that they was actually killing people that deserve to die?
So is that who Dexter is? Kinda.
Yeah, that's what he is. In the daytime, he's like a lab tech at a police station. He do like blood splatter and stuff like that. So what he do is basically manipulate these crime scenes because he can dispose the bodies, just be doing everything after he catch somebody being a terrible person, like serial killers, all type of stuff. So basically, he has to. We thought the show was over. We thought it was done with. Now they're reviving it. He in a whole new different town, everything different name, but he's still Dexter. So now it's just like who he about to kill next.
I think that's so interesting that they even set it up where the show kind of thought the show was done for, and now it's coming back with the season 9 premiere later this year in the fall. It showed just because, like, in real life, if you're really mirroring serial killers, sometimes they do, go on a hiatus, relocate, and they start again. Now, I've never watched Dexter, so I don't know. Do you recall where it ended? Like, was he almost about to get caught or anything crazy like that where he would need to relocate?
Yeah, he pretty much actually did technically get caught, but he got out of it. He is really good. He almost got caught so many times. Like, you could imagine having like 8 seasons.
Yikes. Well, I'm excited. I've never watched Dexter before, but with your description, that like brief trailer with him staring in on that knife like that blade, I'm curious. I'm gonna check it out. So next up on the agenda and other news, this is something that has been long awaited now. Some people may have their thoughts about it because it's not the original, but we'll play this and let you decide. My bad, you guys. This is also the music segment now, I should say. So, if you aren't aware, obviously Space Jam 2, long awaited, but the one thing that people loved about the original Space Jam was the soundtrack. So, this is, I'm assuming the song is called We Win Shay, which is going to be on the Space Jam 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, so far this is the only song that has been dropped. So the movie comes out, what was it, in July?
I believe so, but I'll look it up to confirm really quickly.
So, they're going to be dropping songs all the way up until July to really build up the hype. But what really interested me about this song, because obviously it's Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin. So, what did y'all think about it? Just that little sample. You're not here for it.
You're not here for
it? Mix, like circular music.
Listen. Oh, go ahead, Bianca.
Crazy, because I'll be in the car and I'll go from some Kirk Franklin to some, the baby or something. But like mixed together, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it.
So, first off, to confirm, the movie does come out July 16th, 2021. So, spot on there, Shay. And now, as far as the song, I'm kind of here for it. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like from that snippet, I haven't listened to the whole song, so I'm judging it completely off of the snippet, but I don't really see anything. It's giving me the church music. Lil Baby, he's saying whatever he just said, because I'm going to be honest, sometimes he gives me mumble vibes, but whatever the cadence of what he's saying always sounds good, at least, if I can't make out the words. So I would listen to it. And one thing I will say really quickly, I feel like, who was it? Kanye won religious gospel album of the year. I feel like if pop and rap artists can snuggle their way over to the gospel realm and take home awards when they've been doing, like, they've dabbled in it for one album, Kirk better come on over here and get this Lil Baby money. Like, Lil Baby is hot right now. I do not blame Kirk and them for doing a track together. I'm about to look up the lyrics just to see, what they're saying, but I don't know.
This ain't Kirk the first time. He had a song with Kanye West. I believe it was Ultralight Beam, and it also had Kelly Price on it. And this was before Kanye released an entire gospel album. So, he was always dabbling, sometimes sampling from, like Christian artists and things like that. So, Kirk know what he doing. He actually kind of invented a genre, like a hip hop gospel in the 90s where we really didn't have that. So I'm here for it. I like a little bit of crossover. Just a taste.
Kirk is my go-to. If I'm trying to go to give me a little gospel real quick, I'm definitely going to Kirk. And I definitely feel like it because of the way I was introduced to his music so heavily in the 90s. Stop. What? Like, okay.
I got two phases.
Yeah. Well, I'm here for it. I'm also curious to see what other songs they drop over the course of the next more than a few weeks, but over the next month leading up to the movie. I don't know. I have really high expectations for this movie, so I really just hope they don't disappoint with the overall production of the movie and the soundtrack, because both of those were, like I said, major keys to the actual first Space Jam. So I guess we will see. So next up in the music world were 3 new songs. Sure.
So the middle one is the album. It's not a song. Which this album was released in 2018. It's Young Juice WRLD. You guys know that he passed. You say it was the year before last. It could have been 2020. It's hard to keep up because there were so many celebrity deaths in 2020. But this was like his best album, his best work. So they just released the anniversary edition to commemorate, his death. And the album. So there's like a couple additional songs on there. So, you know, if y'all want to check that out. If y'all don't know Juice WRLD, he's singing that song. I see here the shadows in my room. You know that song? He kind of gives like rap.
Rap what?
Rap. You know how like some rappers be kind of like this. You know, like Lil Wayne trying to get in that field. Or,
oh, rap rock. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
Sorry, someone told me that my mic is echoing, so I keep muting it when I'm not talking. But I didn't listen to much Juice WRLD. I may try to give this a try, but no, because I get so particular with music. And you know the type of like lyrics and stuff I listen to. I feel like I may have tried before, and I could be wrong. I may be mixing him up with someone else, but I feel like the lyrics were just a little bit dark for me in that specific song, and I just never fully, you know, dived into the music. But I'll run it back and give it a try.
No, that's absolute facts. Like, this something that's weird about me. Like, there's two type of rap, conscious rap, but like conscious rap could definitely take you to a place of almost depressionary. Like, I don't even think that's a word. But you know, like it's the thin line between conscious and then them getting so deep that they start talking about mental health and shit, and it just be like, oh, you know, I really was just trying to have fun.
Right?
Like, you just really brought the party down.
Like, well, damn.
Yeah, and it's definitely giving like those Kid Cudi type of vibes. So if that's not what you want, don't even try.
No, I can do Kid Cudi vibes. I'll give it a try then.
The other songs we got, Bad Bunny released a new song. I don't know if y'all listen to Latin artists at all, but like Bad Bunny is my favorite right now.
I love Bad Bunny.
Okay, so y'all know I don't date niggas, but it be the men that's like really tapped into their feminine energy for me. Like he paints his nails, he wears certain clothes, he'll put a fucking skirt on. I don't know. I just love his energy. It's so fun and just like lighthearted. Don't care what nobody think. And he be having the baddest girls. Like he really speaks to like what masculinity should be. Like it doesn't have to be this definitive, like tough, I'm a man, like I don't know. And he's so attractive to me. Like even with all that being said, like and you know, if you listen to rap music, his version is rap music. It's just Spanish. So
yeah, like I feel like all of his music is definitely a vibe. Like I don't think I've ever listened to one Bad Bunny song and you know what I mean, wasn't pleased with it or didn't enjoy it. And also really quickly, I just kind of want to shout him out while we're talking about him, give him his flowers because he has been doing an amazing job in the music industry. Like he literally, when he like goes to Miami, he will sell out their stadiums, and not only will he sell it out, but they'll literally book him like 3 nights in a row because he will sell it out for 3 nights in a row. Like there are so many of our favorite artists that couldn't do that on like their best day. So shout out to him. And he was also, really quickly, if you guys are into The Shop, which is like a show that LeBron James does on HBO, where he like will just sit with random people. Don Cheadle was on there before. WNBA players, NBA players, football players, like anybody, any industry, and they'll just have like shop talk, like you're in a barber shop or a hair shop, and they'll talk about work, business, family, stuff like that. But Bad Bunny was on the newest episode that literally just dropped on Friday. So if you don't know who Bad Bunny is, check out his music. You can watch the episode of The Shop as well to kind of get a feel for who he is as a person. And I really don't think you guys will be disappointed. He's a cool dude.
and if you're not really tapped into Latin music, I definitely think it's a good place to start because he do speak a lot of Spanglish. And if I could compare him to any like American artist, it would definitely be Drake. He gives the vibes for sure. Some sleeping.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And then the last song that we got is a remix, like a white boy remix. We're gonna say that. With Eminem, this song called "Killer," and then he has Corday and what's his name?
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. Which he's been taking the music industry by storm in the last couple of years. So it's a cool little bop or whatever.
I agree. I take it out. I got a thing for Jack Harlow. Don't ask me. I don't know. What?
That is very surprising to me.
You said what?
I said that's very surprising to me.
Because I didn't know he was white for a long time.
You ain't know he was white. He literally said every chance he get, "I'm a white rapper. I'm a white rapper.
I don't know why.
I'm a white rapper."
And I don't know why, because one of the songs that I first got introduced to him on, when he was like 5 white boys, but we not in sync. That was like, and when I found out he was white, I'm like, oh. Whoop. But yeah, I like the song though. I thought the song was pretty cool. It was a vibe. I was listening to it before we logged Discord. Like, okay, I'm here for it.
Y'all let us know in the chat that what y'all been listening to this week, or any new music that y'all waiting on, still been vibing to. Because we love to hear what y'all recommend.
Yeah, let us know.
What y'all been listening to this week?
I'm gonna say go put out some new music. And it's this song called By Felicia that I'm really fucking with. Like, y'all know I can't never just let shit just go. I gotta time. And By Felicia is my song of the week. I can't hear you if you talking.
I said by the song, the fact that it was called By Felicia. This week there was actually a song I almost sent you guys. That
I love Masego because he's just so petty in his music, and like the right amount of petty though. Oh boy.
I don't know. I've been listening to older music. So this week I was heavy in like Daniel Caesar for some reason. More like I was in a R&B type of Daniel Caesar, Sid, that type of like, I don't even know what that's called.
Like contemporary R&B. Now they want to make it like R&B is not just its own category.
Right. What have you been listening to, Shay?
I don't know. I had to wear a week where I wasn't really tapped into music, I feel like. And I agree. I definitely was listening to some older music, like older playlists. I don't know. I don't want to say in my feelings or nothing, but you know how when you get that mode and you just be listening to like music from a certain time. So I just been in the past, like.
So y'all ain't been listening to nothing in the chat? Nah, none of y'all been listening to nothing.
Maybe everyone had one of those type of
weeks. Everybody was feeling like Shay. They was in their feelings. And like, it was a...
Listen, this is Mercury retrograde just started. Given what's supposed to be.
Not for me. I rebuke it.
You rebuke it. But you know, when you root in yourself, Mercury retrograde ain't supposed to like really remove you. It's just supposed to encourage you to release shit. You know, if you grounded, you're good, then you ain't gonna be like, ugh.
Not Deb be listening to some future.
Some future. You know, that's interesting. You know, they recently released the I guess like an unheard verse to a Future song, and he was dissing Lori Harvey and Joy.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, I ain't listened to it because Future vibe. Your name future, but you stuck in the past. You got 10 girlfriends and you worried about her. Peace.
That's what I'm saying. If I was a new girlfriend, what are we talking about her for?
Embarrassment. Secondhand embarrassment.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, they know how to do it. It's been a playlist week.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, excuse me.
So we all open it up for Q&A. If you guys have any questions about any of the topics we talked about, culture, the music, maybe any new shows that you're anticipating coming out, or what you're watching lately, let us know.
I feel like we talked about the show Run the World on here. I actually considered watching. Great show. I recommend it to all my homegirls out there. You know, you want some funny, feel good, age relatable content. Watch Run the World. It's great.
Yeah. I wanted to follow up since we're following up on shows. I don't know if I told y'all that I watched the Upshaws on here.
Oh yeah, we was talking about it.
Yeah,
okay. Upshaws, I watched something else that we discussed on here too, that one of y'all had recommended. That, I'll be honest, y'all, if y'all ain't been checking out the shows we've been talking about, y'all missing out, because we done recommended some good stuff, and that's all I'm going to say.
I watched Master of None, only the season. I ain't even watched the other ones. And I was fucking with it. I mean, I thought it was cool. Like, I had some discrepancies with my own personal preferences as far as the show, but I mean, it was cool. So, like Shani said, we be recommending shows to each other for real, but we be making say the word, Bianca. Recommend them to y'all, but they be recommending for us too, because I be getting some new shit from this collaborative list that we be listening. Oh, he said, "Are we?" Not me.
You know, I used to be really interested in sports, but I'm not a big TV person no more, so it'd be really hard for me to dedicate time to something. You have to keep up with it every damn day, every time who won this, that, and the third. So I'm not into it as much as I used to be. But I did say I was about to start getting back into women's basketball because it's something I used to do all the time when I was a kid. I used to work at the gun arena when I was little. She used to always take me to like first games. Like, I really need to get back into it because them girls be doing their thing.
Yeah, I am into sports. It was nice because when I was on vacation recently, I actually got to catch like a couple NBA games. So I got to see like I think the Atlanta played the New York. I feel like it was the Nets this week, which was it was a good game. It was a good game, but the thing with sports is, quarantine sports were weird. Like, I could not get into watching basketball games and nobody was in the crowd. I don't care what anybody said. Yeah, the Knicks, sorry. I just couldn't get into watching games where no one was in the crowd. That's odd to me. Like, the energy of the game definitely feels different. So I feel like once that happened, I just kind of fell off of basketball. But I was still watching football when football came around. But yeah, so I don't know. I will say, to kind of Shay's point, like how she said she hasn't really been watching TV lately. I'm kind of the same way. Like, when I watch stuff, it's stuff that I can like binge when I find like pockets of time, and it's just really hard to catch sports live for me. So, yeah.
But you know, that's something we definitely could bring to the forefront of the show and start making a little addition to talk about maybe like the sports this week or something.
I can't commit to that, and I'm never gonna watch sports, and I've never been into sports. I'll be here for the conversation. I won't be doing anything that applies to it, though.
Yeah, but I know that's something y'all definitely don't really get to do on like the podcast and stuff. So, I mean, it's the blank space.
All right, I can commit to it. I got it. I'm with you, Shay. Ooh, Devin, the YouTube.
I don't even want to talk about the YouTube.
Yeah. Listen, we're trying to establish the Twitch and be consistent here. The thing is, it's so tough. I think that's one of the toughest parts about being a creative, like especially in this day and age, because it's like there are so many platforms that you're expected to like be on and maintain. And we know every platform has its own algorithm, and every platform has X, Y, and Z. And I feel like as a creative, it can get very, very overwhelming to maintain multiple platforms, especially when you are a part of multiple projects. So I know we definitely have to be more active on YouTube, but well, I can only speak for myself. Sometimes I just be trying to make it through the day. I'll just be honest.
And honestly, we really are taking our time with the blank space and being intentional what we're doing. So right now, we really into the stream and bringing you guys good content. And the better that we become at that, then the more time and we'll have to dedicate to like other platforms. It is a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah. And I get it. We definitely probably could post. Y'all want to hire me? Listen, do you want to edit our clips?
Right.
If you want to edit our web shows after we record them on Sundays, and maybe condense each section, like our music section, our TV or movie section, our pop culture section, you know what I mean? Break them up and upload them that way. By all means. The hourly rate currently is free $99. Or we might be able to provide there is no hourly rate, but we might be able to provide lunch for you for the day. But yeah.
We could exchange some services, you can edit our videos, we can graphic design for you. We'll link up.
Oh, on life though, because Shay kills it with the designs. Yeah. Hit us up.
Yeah. Oh, he said no payment necessary.
Look at Bianca. Bet. Bianca. Hey, ain't that your quote? Hey.
Look, I ain't never gonna deny free.
We're not blocking our blessings.
Okay.
We're not doing it no more.
Now, moving on to our next section, which you guys seem to love, and since we mentioned quotes, this week's Who Said That is a lyric edition. So I'm super excited about this. Hold on 1 second. So some of them you should be able to read them on the screen. I guess we can take turns reading them also for people who like to hear them, verbally, yeah. So I'll read the first one. So what is the artist that said this lyric? Don't cheat. Don't try to Google it. Come on. Let's have some integrity here. The lyric is, I know what you like. I'm your prescription. I'm your physician. I'm your addiction. Name the artist.
I don't know who the artist was.
What?
Miguel. It was giving Janae because she loved it to prescribe a nigga.
Janae. Any other guesses?
I'm not sure. I don't even know this.
Come on, make a guess.
It's giving definitely some R&B like
R&B.
Yeah, niggas love talking about being addicted to people in an R&B song.
Whoa,
Whoa. He do be prescribing stuff now.
You guys, I am really hurt right now.
Who said that?
Y'all really don't know who said this?
No.
I know what you like. I am your prescription. I'm your physician. I'm your addiction. Cause I know what you like. You love it. And you. This is not ringing any bells. It's Jay-Z.
Oh, and Pharrell.
Yes, and Pharrell. Because Pharrell did the hook and stuff for it, yeah.
It came to me, but
he said something like that in PMW. Oh, pussy when oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you like it for.
Right.
Okay. Well, yeah, this one was in a verse that Jay-Z said on the song is called I Know. All right. I'm really hurt. All right. The next lyric. Does somebody want to read this one?
It says, wait, it's not come on yet.
Did it change? Hold on. It's frozen. There we go.
It says, this bitch crazy or just maybe so saying she's insane. Hard to say. Well, who's to say which way is the wrong way? It's kind of like they play on words, you know?
Yeah, I'm lost.
No clue.
I can't hear you, Shawnee.
I said, is this Lil Wayne maybe?
Nah, it's not Lil Wayne. No idea. What?
She's insane.
Yeah,
Wait, is this rap? Is this an R&B song?
Yeah, it's an R&B. This is
R&B.
One Way Street, Janae Aiko featuring who is that?
I like that song too.
Going the wrong way street.
Yeah.
Is that a song that she has with like?
It was on
Schoolboy
the
Q
Color one.
Absol or something.
Chilombo,
yeah.
What's his name? One Way Street. Well, I can't think of his name.
Is this the one she has with Absol or
Absol?
Yeah.
I actually love Absol.
I like
Me too.
all the songs they got together. That other one is like one of my favorites.
My Way Too High.
Yeah, Way Too High is my shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. He actually obviously Kendrick is kind of the star of TDE, but Absol is also on TDE, Schoolboy Q, and I feel like SZA is also signed to TDE. Random just music information for anybody that didn't know. But I feel like Absol doesn't get a lot of doesn't get a lot of acknowledgement for the work that he does, but I really enjoy his music. So if you never checked him out, give him a listen. Phone a friend, right? We need this. Someone what's name. So Bianca, I believe, has some submissions as well. Do you want to read one of yours, Bianca? You can just read one now.
Because I don't want to read it without, I don't want to read it while.
Just say it like this in the song. Just go for it.
It's 7 o'clock. I'm in my drop top.
If you don't go somewhere with that Usher butt quote.
I already know who said it.
Yeah.
Why she say it like that? It's 7 o'clock.
On the dot. All right.
You know what 7 o'clock means.
Why that man laughing like that?
Because that's an iconic lyric. If you don't know that lyric, you should not even be in this stream. I'm sorry.
All right, let me do one more.
Okay.
Never a right time to say goodbye, but if I don't, then you really gonna start hating me.
Ma'am.
We know that's Christopher.
Christopher. What are you talking about?
All right. Well,
she trolling. Dad said you trolling. Come on, man.
Okay.
You couldn't even pick the parts of the song that people don't sing for real, you know, the mumble parts. You would have been better. I'm doing she's 5'2" or fine too. Like,
this is my last one. I'm about to cry. Okay. Flyer than a kite. I get higher than Rapunzel. Keep the Snow White. I could buy it by the bundle.
Okay, that's so easy. I'm not gonna already know what it is. Everybody else don't know it. Dad
wait. I don't know if I know this one. What is it?
Shani don't know.
You're not
gonna. Oh, Lil Wayne.
Girl, it was from Itty Bitty Piggy. I personally just did that because I knew Shani was gonna be like.
You see me? I'm like, I have no idea.
Can you just learn a section? Can you just learn one section of the song?
Who me?
Yeah.
I thought I do. It was. I was playing with the rain, right?
Yeah.
Bam. There we go.
That's the first fucking line, but go ahead.
Okay. You said one section. Okay, I got one. The first beginning.
All right. Well, they coming with the shit y'all can't even guess. I'm coming with the shit y'all know.
All right. So our next. Who said that? Is if we talk about connections made, I can still climb ladders as complexions fade. Who said that?
I don't know who said this. I was like, who is this?
It sounds spicy.
Come on, just take a guess, you guys.
This sounds like some R&B shit.
They ain't know. Y'all, I feel like the people in the chat trying to Google it. Don't Google it.
They taking too long to guess.
Just throw a name.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of some people you listen to or something. Is it Kendrick Lamar?
No. Come on, Bianca. Just throw out a name.
Girl, no. You know I already hate not knowing stuff and not being right.
Is it Common?
No.
You sound like something I say.
Now this is actually an artist I really don't think a lot of people listen to, believe it or not.
So then how we supposed to know?
Because he's still in my opinion, like a mainstream artist. No other. I'll just tell y'all. This is Pusha T. So this is a clip from Pusha T. The song is called "Come Back Baby." It's actually one of my favorite Pusha T songs. It's one of my favorite lyrics. So if you're interested in checking it out, Pusha T. Come back, baby.
No, I don't listen to a lot of Pusha T, but I feel like I should. He's definitely like on the vibe with people that I listen to.
Yeah, I don't listen to him either.
No. I'm not told y'all know. This album specifically, I want to say this was Daytona. His Daytona album. I know. I tell you, I feel like I was, you know. I lived a spicy life, a past life, you know, where I was trapping. This album is slightly trap, you know, evolved trap vibe. So it's like conscious trap music. That's what I was calling his music as.
Used to do it, but I don't know more.
Right. All right. So the next one. Who wants to read this one? Can you see it?
This that dressed in G-Line neither God bless you. And the bad bitch was the crime, I will be arrested.
I know who said this. I'm gonna let somebody else guess first, though, I know for sure. Bianca, any guesses?
Well, was it a? Hold on.
You looking it up, bruh.
I'm looking. No, I'm just reading the quote.
Oh.
Damn.
We got the answer in the chat already, anyways. It was
2
definitely
Chainz.
Yeah.
From All Me featuring Drake. Came up, that's all me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's such a good song, actually. I'm gonna listen to that tonight. Such a good song. All right. Do you have any more Bianca? Did you do all yours back to back? Okay. All right. So the next lyric. And who said that? Is I was roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. Who said that?
I don't know who said that.
No.
No people about firecracker. Like doing it.
That is correct. But I'm not referring to division. So who is the original group?
Is it Journey?
Mm-mm.
The Beatles?
Nope.
I'm just guessing now.
Nope, that's right.
Dev
said it. You know that I could use somebody.
Oh, okay.
Leon.
Yeah, that's a beautiful.
I don't know all the words though. I never guessed.
Yep, that's a song. Just humming it. Classic song. Really good. Highly recommend checking out Kings of Leon. Use somebody. If you hear, I'm sure once you hear, I heard this before.
Yeah, you definitely heard it before.
All right. Give me a second. And the next. Who said that? Should show up on your screens here soon.
Okay. So this lyric says, I'm not used to asking. If I need it, I'm going to make it happen. Put my trust in no one because their loyalty ain't really matching. You might know this, Shawnee.
Why do I feel like this is Big Sean, but
it sounds like something he would say, don't it?
It does. But wait a second. Is this my girl?
Anybody in the chat? Shay said y'all got me on this one.
They got me too, girl.
Take a guess, Shawty. You probably right.
Is this my girl Ruby?
Okay, it ain't Ruby.
Is it Flo Milli?
It ain't Flo Milli either. Y'all, this is Bia, and the song is called Skate. So, this was my song of the week a couple weeks ago on the pod. Well, no, not this one, but A Whole Lot of Money. I was playing that like crazy.
I love Bia too.
Yeah.
The album is so good. I don't know what the album is called, but it's like a yellow background and a picture. She looked really good. And it's got the song A Whole Lot of Money on it. It's
no. Bia is. Why do I not remember this? The album is called For Certain. Just for anyone who's interested. Bia is just BIA. And the album is For Certain. And I agree with Shay 100%. Like, I can just play this through. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Some of the guys, you know, really be for all the guys. But she's really talented. I actually really enjoy her music. She gives you the vibes. She gives you the lyrics, in my opinion.
Thanks to Star Trek, which is managed by Pharrell. So y'all know like the vibes. They be coming with the beats, always be fire. Like, check her out.
Did you guys ever watch that show that they had with like the female rappers?
Oh yeah, she was on that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of rappers on there. Actually, that was pretty decent though.
Yeah. It was her. I know another one. Who's New York based? Naima Supreme, I believe, was on there. And a couple other people. I've been glad. I really haven't heard much music from Naima, but I'm glad to see that. You know, Bia still has stuff coming out. There were a lot of talented female rappers on there. To Shay's point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next quote. Who said that? We'll go down this road till it turns from color to black and white.
Is this Boys to Men?
What'd you say?
Is this Boys to Men?
No.
Why does it sound like Boys to Men to me? Although we've come to the end of the road.
Yeah,
I don't know. It sounds like it's in that song.
Beautiful.
But it's most certainly think of how it is in the song. All right, don't judge me on my vocals. I'll let you guys know because maybe this will help. We'll go down this road till it turns from color to black and white. Dun-dun-dun. Exactly.
Oh, that's my shit.
Yes.
Do you not think so far?
Yep. Frank Ocean. Love this song.
Wait, what song is that? It's like I can hear the song in my head, but not the name.
I can't think of the name.
Thinking about you. I've been thinking about you.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, it's about.
All right. Next song. A second.
Okay, so this one says, spoke some things into the universe and they appeared. I say it's worth it. I won't say it's fair. Find your purpose or you waste the air.
Oh, is that Janae?
Nah.
Anyone in the chat? I feel like people should know this. I feel like this album was fire, and this song specifically. You know.
No guesses in the chat.
Don't know. Come on. Male artist. No longer with us.
Y'all don't know the lyrics of the song and it shows.
Think of the color blue. No, I'm just kidding. Ain't nobody about to sing this. It's a rap.
All right. Well, the song is Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle. Y'all know he's staged with a fitness countries stuff. So if y'all don't know that song, if y'all don't even know this, like you gotta give it a listen because this was definitely his best piece of work, and there's no skips on this.
Yeah. Highly recommend Victory Lap. Nipsey Hussle. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like somebody will know this next one. Next thing. Who said that? Very simple line here. There's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success.
This was the only one of your lyrics I knew off the bat.
Really?
Yeah. I used to make this a quote on my Instagram all the time.
Come on, I know somebody else in here knows. Bianca, you want to take a guess?
No. You ain't even gonna guess.
Come on.
No, I guessed a lot. I did guess on the last one.
Dev, just say it. You know it.
He got.
Ding, 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 ding. Definitely J. Cole. classic line here. All right. And the next one.
What song is that though? What song is that?
The J. Cole song?
Yeah.
Is that? That's not Love Yours.
Is it the nigga you went the wrong way?
Yeah, it's that song.
Oh,
it is Love Yours. It is Love Yours. No such thing. Yeah. Love Yours, J. Cole. All right, so the next one. Next lyric. Who said that? I'll read this one. I don't waste my time trying to prove that I'm something to see. The real ones they know, and the ones that don't. That do not. Sorry, I don't need. Look at me messing up the lyrics.
Right.
I'll say it one more time. I don't waste my time trying to prove that I'm something to see. The real ones they know, and the ones that do not, I don't need. I actually don't know who said this, so. Any guesses? Hopefully Shay will come back. I think this is one of her submissions. Sorry, y'all. Sleepy Boots. Sleepy Boots. At least it's a holiday weekend. No one has guessed this one, Shay. We have no idea. Wait, what'd you say?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
No. It's a Kehlani lyric, and it's from Listen Personal. Yeah.
Kehlani.
So basically, the song I blow up on y'all. Don't be checking for me.
No, this album was so good.
What album is this on? This is from While We Wait. No, not While We Wait. The Sexy Savage, whatever that album was.
That one. That actually had a lot of good songs on it, though.
Yeah, that one had my favorite song, honestly. The one with Distraction on it, that's the album I'm talking.
Yes. No. I used to blast the album on my way to work.
This is so funny because I had a makeup client a couple weeks ago, and when I was doing her makeup, I was playing music because that's how I always worked. And when the Kehlani song came on, she was like, "Oh, I'm surprised that this is the first time Kehlani since I've been here because last time you was playing," and I was like, "Okay, girl."
No, this album was so good. Sweet Sexy Savage. I loved Peace of Mind. Distraction. I think it was something. I don't remember all of it. Yeah. If you haven't listened to Sweet Sexy Savage, something like that. Just look up Kehlani and look up Savage. And I know Sweet is in there. I don't know the third row, but I promise you will not be disappointed. Okay. The next quote.
It says, I try to keep myself busy. I run around in circles. I think I made myself busy. I swept it away. I sexed it away.
You should know this.
Oh, I know this one.
Sit down.
I do.
To give people in the chat a hint, this person's name was actually dropped this web show at some point. So. I know this one too. Go ahead, Deb. Let me see if you really know.
Why do you say LOL like?
Because I played this song out.
Yeah.
I used to play this song to death.
Yay, one we all know. Yay.
Yeah, we knew yours. We all knew Usher and Chris Brown.
Yeah, so this is none other than Solange, Cranes in the Sky. Y'all know that was an iconic album. It's one of my favorite records to this day. I mean, yes, this song was giving what it was supposed to give on every level.
This song was amazing. This whole album was amazing. Like, check it out. People be sleeping on Solange, but she gives you everything you need. Vibes, lyrics, shoot, visuals, especially with her last album she did.
Actual music. I mean, if you've never seen Solange perform live, do yourself a favor and even just Google YouTube Solange performance, because she definitely gives the show, from the aesthetic of it, the dancers, the type of dance, be like very interpretive, the live instruments, vocals is giving. Like, she's definitely Beyonce's sister. Like, come on now.
And I love the fact that she pretty much always uses live instruments in her performances. We know a lot of times at shows or concerts, you do not get that. You get the instrumental playing on the speaker. And the artist, you know, singing over or along, you know, with the track. But Solange is everything. All right, so next. And who said that?
Okay, it says, I never listen to what the I say. Why when the universe responds to what I say? Shut me, no listen to it. Why be my face? Like, now all the songs we listen to are like, I don't know nothing.
It's cool. I don't really care.
Fun fact to the show would be, I can say it's cool. It's definitely not.
It's not cool.
It's not even a board. No.
Oh my god. It's fine. It's all fine.
It's cool. Look, you got all of these new songs and artists that you can check out.
Shut up.
Oh my god. Are you big mad?
Oh my god.
This is Big Sean from Why Would I Stop? It's on Detroit too. Another banger. You guys know we are heavy Big Sean's here. Like space. Like, yeah, this whole song was the vibe. Why would I stop? The fuck? I have no reason to stop. Like,
No reason. Love Big Sean. He's like my celebrity crush. Anywho. Oh, snap. Escalated quickly. Okay, so
this is low-key a series. You know, we just finished talking about recently there was some updates and changes to the abortion law. You know, a couple years they really started getting some kids, cracking down pretty much on the amount of people to get abortion, if they would even be legal or available in some states. And, you know, like the funding for Planned Parenthood and other resources went down significantly. So it's just not access to a lot of people. And just last week, Texas came with I feel like besides the abortions not being illegal, like in Georgia, and I want to even say Ohio, they have regulations against abortions as well. But they said after 6 weeks in Texas, now you can no longer get an abortion. And this came across me on TikTok, you know, because educate and stuff. And this woman was saying that when they did this hearing in Texas, somebody literally said under his, and y'all know if y'all watch Handmaid's Tale, that's what they say their government in the place that they live at. That's like they use religion to sanction this shit being okay. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring this conversation to the forefront because I feel like what the hell is going on and why are things being regulated by the government and how much
Yeah, it's actually really interesting that this was kind of like the debate topic this week because obviously Handmaid's Tale, the show has been out for quite some time, but I actually never got into it until literally like maybe 2 months ago. Um, and it is really interesting for those who kind of don't understand the premise of the show. There's a society created, and in that society, there are women specifically designated called handmaids that are literally only used for reproduction purposes. So they are assigned to a house, and there's like this ceremony with the husband, the wife, and the handmaid. Um, Again, it's just an act, and they're kind of just bounced around from house to house and used for reproduction purposes only because supposedly in the world before they kind of made this a law, they felt like women were not, um, they were like abusing day after pills. They were kind of reckless with their bodies. They were having abortions and all of this stuff. And I guess, I can't remember exactly what was said, but basically babies weren't being born anymore. Like it was something crazy where like I remember in one country on one episode somebody visited like we haven't had a baby born in our country in like 2 years or something. Like we're just trying to figure out how we can get handmaids there. It's kind of messed up because even though it's one of those things where it's like even if you don't necessarily agree with it, I don't think it's fair to take that right away from someone else. You know, even if it's not something that you would do or may not align with your morals or whatever the case may be, there are some cases where things happen. People are hurt. Like sometimes, and I hate for this conversation to get dark, but sometimes people are victims of rape and then they might not even know. A lot of times, we're all moms here. A lot of times, 6 weeks, you may not even know that you're pregnant at 6 weeks. Like, or if you do, you're just finding out. So the fact that not only is this now a law, but that the time frame that they are allowing is barely enough time for a woman to even find out and know that she is with child is really kind of messed up, and you know, in my opinion. And I know you probably have seen like the memes. Go ahead, Bianca. I'm not gonna keep talking, but it's just wild.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm with Shani in the aspect of regardless of how you feel about it, it just seems very peculiar that a governmental system can decide what you can do as far as your preparation for parenthood and then can punish the parents afterwards. Like, they can't even get abortions, right? So then you're gonna have babies born out of resentment. So then you're gonna have babies born out of um rape, incest, just things like that. That after they get here, then who's responsible? Because if the woman had a choice and she knew she wasn't fit or she wasn't in a position to do so, then it could have been essentially something that they took care of beforehand. But now you're like essentially forcing. Well, we already got kids here that can't be played. You know, like they're in a and mothers doing things that they don't want to do or necessarily they have to do just to take care of their, even putting their kids in danger unexpectedly. They don't have a babysitter, so they have to leave their kids. Yeah, stay at home. Don't leave. But then something happens, and then one of the kids gets out, and then something happens. Like, well, where was the mom? Well, the mom was because she's trying to provide for these kids. Like, parenting is such a big responsibility I don't think it should just come to if somebody should have an abortion or not, because it's not just like when the baby gets here, then it's just here. It's like, what about the quality of the kid after it gets here? Y'all are more concerned about controlling if someone can make the decision or not, but not even of the decision, which is ultimately what's going to be more impactful in the long run.
Yeah. And really quickly, I just want to add, when I think of this, it literally just makes me think of the increase in unsafe abortions that will be had that aren't in, medical facilities, because when that right is taken away, people will still find other ways. If they really do not want to have a child, they will find other ways. And it just really makes me think they're going to be ways that are not healthy or safe for the mother. Honestly, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just whatever.
Honestly, so many different ways that I could take this. With the Handmaid's Tale, part of them doing this was because the environment was toxic, so women actually physically couldn't carry babies. Like, and they pretty much deemed women that could not carry a child as, not valuable, which is something I feel like that women face every day. And more women be saying that they don't need kids to make them happy or feel fulfilled or valued. Like, and even be seeing people wanting kids can't. This is a way of like the government trying to insist that we keep having children for capitalist purposes, so that we'll have to keep buying doctors and keep spending money on hospital and doctors. You guys, the biggest industry out of all of our industries in America is the medical industry, specifically having babies. We spend the most money every year having babies. Like that is an actual statistic in America. And that's crazy. And another interesting statistic is that Black women or women of color are likely to have risk or complications with birth, even deaths and birth. So like they don't want us to have these kids, but we are not going to get the resources either or assistance to help to take care of these kids that they're forcing people to have. And my main issue is the people who are like against abortion or just people making decisions for themselves. Are you going to take care of these damn kids that you're complaining and standing outside of Planned Parenthood and saying how it's wrong? And like, to Bianca's point, you just never know what could have happened to get yourself in that situation. And it always comes down to the woman's decision. When are they going to start funding more better education for sexual resources? When are they going to start developing birth control for men, since they can get pregnant at a much faster rate than women? We literally can physically only carry a baby about 10 to 11 months, and then another one 10 to 11 months. Men can literally impregnate somebody every time they fucking ejaculate. Something's not adding up here.
Right.
It just always come down to us. Like, I don't know, it's sick and twisted to me, and I feel like if we don't start taking back some type of control or really getting these people out of office who have these ways of thinking instead of trying to control and manipulate who it is that we live in personal lives, then I feel like it's definitely a reality of us being closer and closer to it. This shit, like, which seems extreme, but the more you watch it, the less extreme it be seeming.
Yeah, because there are things that are lost now that I'm sure 10, 15 years ago, our parents or grandparents or whoever thought were extreme, but for us, it's everyday life. So, as always, we like to bring these things to the table to give you some food for thought, Also, educate yourselves, like with anything that we throw out here. Make sure you know the laws in your state, because as Shay mentioned, more and more states are adopting these laws or even just specific regulations. So, if you grown and sexy out here and you doing your thing, just make sure you know what's going on. And I don't even know at this point. It's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's on that.
Well,
Our next is a lot lighter though.
I was gonna say, on a lighter note, and someone, well, actually, both of them do have kids, but I'm sure nobody's telling them what to do with it. It's J-Lo. You guys see it? Give me 1 second.
You guys remember? Was the last video on the show we was talking about J-Lo and Ben?
Yeah. So
Was
if you was this Diddy?
Yeah, this is Diddy show.
Okay, so if you couldn't see the clip, sorry, kind of play quickly. It looks like an Instagram live with J-Lo and Diddy, in which there is some salsa music or something along those lines playing, and they are dancing with each other virtually. And yeah, Diddy, I know Bianca, I know you actually informed me about this, so maybe you can fill them in, but Diddy also posted something.
Just a throwback picture of them two together. You know, the famous Versace dress. I'm so tired of that dress. I don't ever want to see that dress again.
Yeah, and to Shay's point, we were literally just talking about J-Lo and Ben. I think last week. So it definitely seems like after her recent split with A-Rod, my homegirl, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say she's making rounds. Maybe all of the guys are like, wait, she back on the market. Hold on, that was the one that got away. Let me, you know.
Definitely giving me hey big head vibes to all exes.
Facts. I mean, y'all know how Diddy is. He likes to be the center of attention in pretty much anything. So he felt like that was his time to shine. As soon as he seen her stepping out with Ben, like, now hold on, J-Lo. I'm the one who gave you the name J-Lo. Nobody was calling you that before me. So I feel like he definitely was trying to weasel his way back in. But I feel like that definitely sparked up an interesting conversation about like doubling back in relationships. You know, would you feel like at a point when you were single, do an exes were on tour? I already know what would be happening. Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Why not though?
Well, previously to being married, I definitely had a roster, baby, but those guys were definitely just for, you know, extracurricular activities. So I was married for 8 years. So by the time I got single, those guys were definitely not in my scope of men that I would be entertaining. Then start from zero. So there's no exes that I would go back, entertain. I have nothing.
I mean, there are some instances where I might dub back. I would say a large amount of the guys that I dated, I would say the person I am now, I don't think they would be compatible, but you know, there are the exceptions.
I think like sometimes it don't be the right time for certain relationships, and you know that don't take away from like what you had or the love that you did, but it wasn't like a good time for y'all to be together. Like maybe y'all still have some growing to do or something. Like 10 years later, you're both matured and have like different points of view and better communicators. I can definitely see like people doubling back in relationships in that sense. For me personally, I don't think I had any relationships that were healthy enough for me to even give it the time of day to say I'm doubling back on. It would have had to been a good relationship at the time, and maybe it just didn't work out for, you know, minor reasons. You know, I have none of those dating experiences, so doubling back is gonna be a no for me, dog.
If you're in the chat, let us know. Would you, or even have you, double back on an ex? And if you have, did it work out? Do you wish you just never even would have dubbed back, just left it where it was? Let us know. Because one thing I will say, we actually, Bianca and I had a conversation that will drop tomorrow for the podcast about the one. And sometimes I feel like that the one in your life is that person that you kind of dub back, to you. There may be some time apart and y'all come back, and time apart you come back. So I'm just curious to know.
It's interesting to open up the conversation about twin flames. Have y'all ever heard of twin flames? Have y'all
You asking us or the chat?
I mean, everybody.
Well, I know you're not asking us because you know we know.
I've heard of twin flames.
Me too.
Anyone in the chat, have you heard of a twin flame before?
I don't know. I never had this conversation with either one of y'all. So,
and for those of you that haven't, Shay, you can kind of fill everyone in.
So I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with like what soulmates are, and twin flame is like another version of a soulmate, except it's pretty much the one because it can only be one, and not everybody has a twin flame. So if y'all are familiar with a karmic partner is, or even like a soul contract, your twin flame is somebody that you have a soul contract. Before you enter this life, this physical plane, this specific human experience, you and that person agreed on a spiritual level that somehow, some way in this lifetime, y'all was going to meet up. And the purpose of a twin flame is literally, they call it a twin because y'all are reflections of each other. And so some of the qualities they have will be the ones that you need to adapt to. But it's basically that person is going to trigger a lot of change in your life. And we all know change is not good. Change is tumultuous. A lot of twin flame relationships can be considered toxic because we don't be equipped and ready to deal with all of the shit that's going to come with having a twin flame. Twin flame is like a moldavite crystal in physical form. Y'all know what moldavite is? So it's like a crystal that specifically triggers change in your life. It's going to basically allow you to release things. And if you're not ready to release those things, then you're going to have a shitty time. It's going to be really difficult for you. But if you're somebody who just go with the flow and is open to change and, like release things that no longer belong to you, then it's not that bad. But if you're somebody that's refused to break up with this ex or let go of this job that's you a lot of stress, then it's going to seem like the worst thing in you. And that's pretty much what a twin flame is. It allows you to really see who you, so that you can correct those behaviors and be better. And sometimes you and the twin work out, or you could be in a relationship. And sometimes what you went through to get to that space of healing on your own personal self, make it so that you're going to be together. Like, it is real ghetto.
Real ghetto.
Yeah, so let us know now that you know what the definition of a twin flame is, if you feel like you've ever experienced one. I definitely feel like I've had some twin flame-ish experiences. Well, a twin flame experience. For sure.
Or experience a soulmate connection, you just know it's like something that you really can't explain. The level of attraction you have to that is fake. Like we talked about this before on Mindful BS podcast when we had the who was long distance bae conversation, and it was like something that I talked about Bianca. It was like we meant to be in each other's like. Obviously, no, not in a romantic way, but like me, Shawnee, and Bianca can all say like it was such a huge purpose, and that's like meeting and like dating each other for real. Like, let's say like Bianca's one of my soulmates.
I agree.
Yeah, so Zave said doubling back only works if growth has taken place in both parties. If y'all are the same and try again, it's more than likely to end in the same result. And I definitely agree with that. 100%. But it's kind of one of those things that like sometimes you kind of don't know. if the person has changed, so you just kind of try to feel it out, and then before you know it, you're just sucked back in. Uh-oh, it's quite an experience. Yikes. So quick question. Since this kind of started, this question came from J-Lo and her world tour. Do you think she will actually end up with any of the exes, or do you guys feel like this is literally just all good PR for her and her like 14 million ex-boyfriends and husbands?
I think she really trying to work something out serious with Ben. And the reason that they broke up in the first place was specifically because the celebrity around the relationship was getting so big. She could definitely be using this whole P. Diddy thing as a PR stunt to just deflect the attention away from her and Ben so that they have a chance. Like, I don't know. I see it. I could definitely see Ben and J-Lo. But definitely, she is not doubling back with no damn P. Diddy. He had her in fucking court about to go to jail lying on the stand. No thanks. That's not an ex.
Wait, what?
You don't know that's why J-Lo and P. Diddy broke up? You know the whole thing where it was like the shooting in the club, Shine went to prison. J-Lo was on the stand testifying. They broke up shortly after that. Once you got me in court on your behalf, nigga, you can forget about it.
You can forget about
What?
That ride or die shit? No, baby.
I'm ride or die.
Not me.
Why did I never know that? I did not know that.
Because it's definitely.
I forgot about that until she brought that back up.
Oh. Well, he probably definitely loves her then if she took the stand for him. But I agree with you. She probably isn't having it. She's like, Sean, get out of here.
You know that one song Diddy, I Need a Girl, by P. Diddy, and he'd be like, damn, I wish you would have had my child, a pretty little girl with Diddy style. He was definitely. But when you're like a good woman, when you like have your definitive beliefs and you out here doing your thing, them exes are always gonna come back, baby. They always come back.
Mm-hmm. They always come. What they used to sound like? They never go.
If your ex is you get her back. Like, have no doubt.
Every nigga that I've ever talked to since post, my husband has always tried to find their way back. They tried to Happy Mother's Day his way back into my life. Mother's Day, like my nigga. No, we're done. We've been done. Don't you ever try to unexpected FaceTime. That's rule number one. And then follow up with just wanted to say you're an amazing mother. Tell you in person, nigga, I ain't talked to 7 to 8 months. Don't tell. Today ain't the day, and tomorrow ain't. Goodbye.
No, they definitely be waiting till the holiday comes.
I swear.
As soon as your birthday hit, or if you post the extra fine pic on the gram, you can definitely believe if they're following you on social media, you're gonna see those DMs, or you might even get a "Hey, big head" text. Like, I seen you looking good still. You're damn straight, and you can keep looking over because that's the only time you ever go see me.
Oh my goodness.
I think about all the men who have fumbled the bag that is Bianca Nicole, bro. And it's so interesting. I pray for you guys.
Well, be careful, you guys, because it is also, I believe it's also Mercury retrograde right now, which means that if you haven't doubled back yet, there may be some people from your past entering your life during this planetary transit. So just be on the lookout, and be wise, and make sure you take some thought into what our good viewer Zave said. Has there been growth and change? Is it worth the double back? Because if there hasn't been growth or change, it might be best to just leave it where it's at. All right, so last but not least, we have this week's affirmation. This looks beautiful. I feel at peace already.
I just want to say I personally took this picture because I love doing nature photography. So glad that it's about to be warm weather. So
You took this photo?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's in West Virginia.
Look at you.
Hold on, y'all. Let me find out. Y'all need to hire Shay for y'all nature shots.
Yes.
You want to read the quote?
Yeah, I'll read it.
No, I want to read it.
Okay, go ahead.
Peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of love, which chooses to embrace and rise above.
Yeah.
That smile
I
at the
did
end.
affirmation this week because I was having the biggest struggle. You know, healing is not linear, so it's like this is something I'll be doubling back on. Is like my thought process. Like the way I used to be so bothered and irritated, just like not at peace with certain situations. Like it used to really disrupt my energy. And I feel like this last week, I just really caught myself in a lot of spaces caring too much. In spaces where I shouldn't have been, like my energy was being wasted, you know. So, you know, sometimes it's like self-care, it's self-love to just let things be, let people be who they are, and find peace in knowing that you know what you do.
Yeah. I really love this one because it really is about peace is found in the decision to, not let it deter you or bring you down or stop you from your growth or your progress. And like the affirmation says, to embrace and rise above it. So beautiful affirmation for this week. We hope that you guys will keep this in mind. Take time to repeat it. Maybe every day throughout the week, just to remind yourself to operate in a space of peace. The world is already crazy and chaotic. Do not let it, deter you.
That's right.
Have that self-love, rise above, embrace the challenge, and know that everything will be okay. Easier said than done, but
The clock says 2:22. Like we've been streaming for 2 hours.
That's angel numbers, but that might be a whole other topic on a different day, you guys. So, ladies, you guys have anything else to say? Any questions or comments in the chat before we close out this show?
I got nothing once again.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you guys for joining us as always. We hope you have a great evening and a great week. We will catch you on the next web show.
Yeah. Bye.